hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're dropping down to the main road from the Paphos airport towards Paphos. When we get to that main road, we are going to take a left and we're going to head out to Mandria village. So if your name's Mr. Paul and you've got an Audi, you never know, we might be knocking on your front door and sitting down and having a cup of tea and chewing the fat. You never know. What a beautiful day it is in downtown Paphos, by the way. If you're thinking about getting on a big bird or a canoe and paddling like crazy in the direction of downtown Paphos, you are in for a great time indeed. Uh-oh, the car's going to get dirty. Oh no, it's only leaves. So don't panic, Lady Ali, don't panic. Keep your hair on, shall we say, and leave that money in Mr. Neil's wallet. Big shout out. Hold on a minute. Live action on the little channel known as Marika and me. Hello, that's a customer we don't need to speak to at the moment, so we'll speak to them a bit later. All we want to know is when their car's coming back, and it's coming back today, so don't panic. You'll be all right for the weekend. Right, this is Alexia. I think that's how you say it. Don't quote me on anything I say, because my pronunciation is absolutely Sherlock Holmes. But I try, I do try. But I'm a poor little Welsh boy who happens to find himself living in downtown Paphos. Anyway, gridlock traffic on the way to Mandria village. You never know, they might all be going to the airport, because of course that's where the airport is. In fact, Mandria is after the airport. So if you're flying over and you are staying in Mandria, perhaps if your name's Lady Tina from all the way in downtown Essex, and there's a man in your life called Mr. George, yes, we haven't forgotten you. As you fly over, all you have to do is chuck your suitcases out the window and you can beat the baggage control, because they'll be sitting on your terrace waiting for you when you arrive in downtown Mandria. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the weather is absolutely spectacular. The sky, it's blue. The sea, I promise you, don't click off just yet. We're going to Mandria and I'm going to take you right to the water's edge. And that sea is going to be very blue indeed. Mr. Paul, well, you've probably guessed it if your name's Lord Andy from downtown in Shropshire, and Lady Ness is dancing, putting up a Christmas decorations. Yes, I'm dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing: all that is missing is you. So come on over. The weather is absolutely perfect. If you're curious to know what the temperature is, perhaps if your name is Miss Dawn, you got a husband called Mr. Sean, a very clever dog called Bobo, and a lovely little pussy cat called Lady Daisy. It's 23 degrees, my goodness, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning, so probably we'll have a high of 25 to 26. In the evenings now, don't get me wrong, it's not cold, but the temperature is dipping a little bit. If you're sitting in the downtown Paphos Harbour enjoying your dinner at around 8 o'clock at night, it'll be around about 18 to 19 degrees. So perhaps bring with yourself a cardigan, a light jumper, or perhaps a light jacket. But look at that, absolutely spectacular. Now, another word of warning. If you are warning. If you are on this road heading in whichever direction you're going, Paphos or Paphos Airport, do not speed, because the boys and girls in blue, they are waiting especially for you. There's a massive clampdown at the moment in Paphos in particular on speeding. So the speed limit on this road is 65 kilometres, I think. So stick to it, or just above it. They're not as stringent as they are in the UK or perhaps in downtown Krakow if your name's Lady Anna, my superstar. But there we go, there's a sign, it says 65 kilometres an hour. What am I doing? 65 kilometres an hour. There we go. What a good boy. And luckily there's no traffic lights on this road, Lady Andrea, so you haven't got anything to do today. Just sit back and relax and look after the peacock known as Sir Mart. Now, these little signs that say 30, you don't have to worry about them. No one cares about that. Basically, the speed limit most of the time in and around Paphos is 50 kilometres. So if you travel around about 60, 65, you'll be all right. And the boys and girls in blue will give you a salute and blow you a kiss as they tonk on their Romeo and Juliet and sup on their frappe, planning their lunch. There's Santa with his reindeer Yes, Lady Andrea, his reindeer, not his ranger. Although, as I've told you, Oching Priscilla Booth, she likes to be pulled around on her sledge with Range Rovers, 2 big Range Rover Bogesses. That's what she fancies. On a Sunday, there's a cafe there, restaurant, and there's also a market that takes place, and that's called the Timmy Market. So if you want a nice day out on a Sunday morning, perhaps that could be that special place for you. If you take a right there, in 4 kilometres, so what, 2.5 miles, you'd be standing in the main reception of the Paphos International Airport. Hopefully you'll be coming into Paphos, and hopefully you will not be going. Otherwise you'll be that little bit sad, shall we say. Right, we're heading towards Mandria, so don't click off just yet. You're going to get a view to die for, because I promised you to take you down to the Mandria beach, and I'm going to take you to the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, on that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And while you're at it, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform and gift us that virtual coffee or 2. And of course, that will keep the channel afloat, and that will keep us in benzene, that will keep us in all sorts of bits and bobs, and we'll be able to make these special videos for you. And of course, on top of all of that, it shows you that you love us that little bit, because we're loving you from the bottom of our 2 hearts, and we truly appreciate every single person that comes back and watches us now and again. And of course, we're loving you when you buy us that coffee, or when you choose to become one of our superstar members at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special title, to get yourself special privileges, like a birthday shout out. Perhaps if your name is Lord Julian, he's just had a birthday or 2, and he had a great day indeed, that's for sure. Mandria is coming up, 1 kilometre, so in English, that's what, 0.6 of a mile, I think is the correct abbreviation. So we're going to take that right now, and we're going to head through the centre. It's a one-way system, but of course we're going the right way. It's only when you're coming back out that you've got to circumnavigate all the way around the back streets and the lanes and all those kind of things. So wish us luck as we head into Mandria. And this area's been done up, by the way. If you've not been back, all the walls here under the bridge have all been painted with works of art. I mean, the road surface is still absolutely Sherlock Holmes, as you may have noticed, because the car is bouncing around like crazy. But anyway, that's one of the gripes about living in Paphos. The roads are absolutely terrible. They really are. Sherlock Holmes and way beyond. Let us know in the comments, what are your roads like in downtown Krakow? Mr. Bart racing around in his Audi. What are your roads like? Are they bad? We know there's lots of traffic lights, but are the roads bad? What are they like in Germany? If your name's Mr. Michael, Mr. Dirk, let us know. Perhaps if you're in downtown Norwich. Lady Anne, look at this road there. It's absolutely terrible. It's not designed for cars. I think it's designed for horses. That's what I think it is. Perhaps we'll get ourselves a horse and do a tonto around. Do you remember that guy, Jim McLeod? It was quite a good, police drama, wasn't it? Back in the, 80s. I'm showing you my age now, obviously, but he used to ride around on a horse, didn't he? Marshal Jim McLeod. I used to love that show. I really did. Also like Macmillan and Wife. Do you remember that one? Same sort of idea, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, you drop it in the comments. What was your favourite TV show? Anyway, here we go. We are heading towards the Mandria beach, so don't click off just yet. What are they doing here? Digging another manhole cover up, so that's going to become a massive pothole probably. Anyway, lots of expats perhaps are familiar with that area there. Massive Aristo developers complex. A lot of people live there, and a lot of people have holiday homes there, so they understand that if I keep going down here, I'm going to get to Mandria beach. And there's a couple of bars down there, beach bars, that kind of stuff. Obviously they'll be closed, but you're going to get the idea. Look at the potholes now. Look at them breaking up in this tar macadam. Absolutely awful. Perhaps you should set up a tar macadam company. Maybe make a fortune. You never know, do you? Anyway, I'm pretty sure you can see in the distance there's a bit of blueness. So stick with us. We are heading down to the Mandria beach, and you're going to get a view that is quite simply to die for. If your name's Lady, so sweet Caroline, don't click off just yet. Get Barney the dog, give him your gloves, take him for a walk, and come with me to the Mandria beach. Look, see, it says beach there, see? So I wasn't lying to you, was I? We're going to the beach. Here we go. Let's take a bit of a wiggle to the left. And let's go and have a look at it on a truly, truly spectacality of a day indeed. Now I want to do a big shout out to one of our biggest superstars. His name is Sir Martin. He's had an operation. He's smiling like crazy, laughing and joking, and I've no doubt that Lady Victoria is looking after him and making sure that all his tackles in place and all those kind of things. And soon he'll be up and about, dancing and prancing. And of course they're coming back to Paphos in May. They're booked in to the Dionysus Central Hotel because he understood that the pork chop that he had in the Royale restaurant was quite simply to die for. And we can't wait for my Gumbaru to come back. And of course we're going to go and do a bit of price checking on the cigars, the Romeo and Juliets, and I've no doubt that we're going to smoke one or two, that's for sure. So shall we go off-roading that way? Yes, we'll go off-roading this way. Look at that, Mandria Beach. There's a little bar to the right-hand side. There's a little beach area to the left-hand side. And now we are off-roading in a Jaguar XJ. So please forgive the bouncing of the camera. And lots of people like to come down here for a walk or two. And of course, they like to walk their dogs. And that gentleman is being walked by his wife and the dog. So there we go. Mandria Beach at its very, very best indeed. Absolutely spectacalities of views indeed. And if you're looking for somewhere special to come, somewhere quite quiet and quite private, perhaps you want to go skinny dipping, perhaps you want to get that top half out if you are a lady, well, this could be that special place for you. Feast your eyes and digest the beauty and the spectacality and the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. All that is missing is you. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you again very, very soon somewhere in and around the Paphos district. If you want us to go somewhere special for you, don't forget to hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. A couple of coffees and that video will be coming especially for you. And one final big shout out to one of our favourite girls in the whole world. Her name is Marika, and she's living in downtown Warwickshire. We're loving you like crazy, we're missing you like crazy, and we're looking forward to seeing you again. Thanks for watching.